What's up fellas, and in this video I'm going to be playing Chapter 6 of Ninja Gaiden Sigma called The City of Fiends. So with that out of the way, let's begin with the playthrough. Alright, Chapter 6, The City of Fiends. Nice, I got another technique scroll. This time it's the Azuna drop. Now, I do want to mention one thing which I probably should have mentioned in Chapter 3, and that is every time you give 5 scarabs to Muramasa, he gives you a reward. So that reward could be a melee weapon, or it could be more elixirs for free, or it could be healable items, it could be things like that, but it does change depending on difficulty, so, I don't remember quite well, but, you do get nice rewards from Muramasa, and it could be one of the omelets as well. Alright, let's kick open this chest and we get... Nice, we got the Key of Pegasus. This is definitely what we need, and I believe there's a scarab right around here. Oh yeah, there is. 1 out of 3 scarabs found for this mission so far. Here is the second scarab for this mission. Alright, I'm gonna take you to the third scarab. Alright, all 3 scarabs have been found. Also, there is a red chest, I'll open it. Hell yeah, Life of the Gods. Alright, I'll pop it on, and yep, we get a life extension. Nice. Look at that, found all 9 Life of the God orbs. Got the Great Spirit Elixir, good stuff. Right, let's exterminate these fiend gorillas. Yes, that's what these black and red fiends are called.
Exactly are you? You're much more powerful than just a human.
My strength comes from training, not from some curse in my blood.
Are you so sure of that? I was convinced once that my blood was pure, but then I saw what my pure blood was capable of. I watched as my twin sister was cursed and twisted into a greater fiend. Now I know the path I walk is narrow.
Doku.
He led her down the path of evil, and she succumbed. Fiends are pitiful beings, destined to live forever, slaves to the forces of evil. And there's only one way to release them.
To kill them.
That's why I became a hunter. To kill my sister. To kill Alma. Beneath this monastery, there is...
In terms of this boss, it's really easy. It's the easiest boss to defeat in the entire game. All you need to do is take out its tentacles by using the flying swallow. Now, the enemy that spawn beside this tentacle boss, that's what you got to worry about, but this boss itself is super easy. Like, if you take out 2 of its tentacles, it's vulnerable to any attack for a short period of time before its tentacles regrow. But other than that, just use whatever you can to take out its tentacles using the flying swallow, whatever weapon. And use Ninfo to speed up the process in terms of defeating it.
Was that a fiend as well?
I've never seen one like that before. Something strange. So many of them.
Ayane. Running errands for Mirai again, I see.
The boldness of the Fiends is the work of the Dark Dragon. It is a cursed blade, bestowing an unfathomable strength on those wicked enough to wield it. As we speak, its power is growing.
That would explain the stirring in my blood.
Blood. It dominates all humankind, assisted by the power of the Fiends.
Ayane, take care of Rachel.
Understood.
Ryu! I've heard there is a hidden path under the monastery that leads to the Emperor's palace. Doku will also be there.
Get off. So the Dark Dragon grows in power with each killing.
Of that there is no doubt, My Excellency.
Then I have arrived just in time.
Yes, My Excellency. As always, I provide you with only the most reliable information.
The blade grows stronger and faster than I had expected.
Alright, that's chapter 6 cleared. Alright, let's open this chest and see what we get. Nice, Life of the Gods, and let's see the other one. Oh, it's bats. And they explode if you don't kill them. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you have enjoyed, and I'll see you in chapter 7 of Ninja Gaiden Sukima called The Monastery. So yeah, I'll see you then, take care.